Sorry, the sun's in my eye. What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Ouch, my arm. I'm still resting my leg, my knee. I tell you, I've never experienced this kind of pain. Not like this. It's not like menstrual pain is a totally different thing, which menstrual cramps are like horrible. You know, this is a different type of horrible. I like the little sunlight, but anyway, I'm coming on here to talk about life is not a fairy tale. And I'm going to make this short because I don't want you getting tired of me about talking about things that may not be um, a headliner. There are things that I talk about and I think to myself. So, life is not a fairy tale. In my opinion, and all of this is my opinion, and any music that's heard in the background is okay by YouTube. It's downloaded music from, oh, what is that? Just a second. Just a second. Anyway, it's downloaded music that I'm able to use while I'm on YouTube. So, life is not a fairy tale. Why? That's a good question. First of all, I want to say shout out to I'm see this is the problem of being introvert, and I'm always going to start off with this. As an introvert, is hard. It is hard to come on here and just talk, knowing that there are people on the other side, but I feel kind of jittery and nervous because anything that I'm going to say is you're going to already know, you're going to hear it from you already heard it before, like nothing's under the sun. But I do think about how unfair life is. But there's nothing I can do about it except try, keep trying. But life is not a fairy tale. Maybe it is for those who. Oh, hey, what's up? Hi. I need my glasses. Uh oh. Hey, shout out to Paris. Hey, Fabi and David. Don't be. I'm awesome. Aw. Uh oh. Someone said something nasty. Okay, everybody, you guys can say anything you want because in my opinion, it's a free country still, I think. I'm not going to block you because you're saying something that I don't like. It's okay because you may not like what I'm about to say, or you may not like the way that I wear my natural hair, or you may not like the way that I wear glasses. To me, it's a free country. First, I want to say thank you to our president, Trump, who is making America great again. Hallelujah. I love you, Trump. If you're listening, I love you. I love your tenacity. I love your work ethic. And I like how honest you are. For 2 years, I had been thinking about it and thinking about you. And I decided 2 years ago, I am going to vote for you. And I did. Thank you. And I am so glad for everyone who voted for him to get him back into office because this America is ridiculous. I don't even recognize this America anymore. It's just strange. I don't know. There's been a change. There's been a switch somewhere. There's been a switch to where it's kind of like you're almost not, and just like with YouTube, you can't use certain words, right? But like 15, 20 years ago, you were able to use it because it was like you're describing something, but that it had a word in there that you can't use on YouTube. It's just very weird to me. Um, especially if you're an adult. I have to be careful what I say because I'm still employed and I don't want to say anything that's going to upset anyone. I want to work at home because I want the freedom, not have to waste gas 5 days a week, back and forth, and spending money on gas that is just out of this world. Everything is just so expensive. I mean, if I had it my way, if I was getting, a decent amount a month where I could pay my rent and my bills and save a little on the side, I would probably get rid of the car because I don't really need it except for, well, I can use Uber, but Uber is very expensive. So that's a hard thing to decide if I was going to give it up. But the reason why I say that is because it's so expensive and everything's gone up. And for me, it just makes life just more ridiculous. Like, not only are we going through times of change and you can't even really say what you really want as long as you're not going to hurt anybody. You can't, we're having our words taken away from us. Not only that, it's almost like you're not allowed to have an opinion. And don't even talk about work life. Oh, that's another devil. That's another devil. But I would just rather just stay home. I'm happier when I'm at home. My anxiety and depression is controlled when I'm not running around trying to get where I'm going on time. And I'll be 50 in a few weeks. Well, let's see, January, the first week of January, and I'm done, you guys. I trust Trump too. Exactly. Oh, you trust Trump in no way? Oh, I read that wrong. I'm sorry. Hi, Elsie. Hi, Elsie. What's up? Ah, God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her from the light, from the mind, from above, from the mountain, through the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America. Thank you, Trump. Thank you so much. And Ivanka Trump, thank you guys so much for your service. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm an introvert. It's hard for me to communicate with people anywhere because my reality is internal. It's not external. I'm always in my head and I talk to myself back and forth back and forth, and my reality is internal. So everything on the external is very irritating to me. It's like being around people just takes my energy away. So I've just learned over the years just to stay away from people. As I've gotten older, I've committed myself to staying away from people because, in my opinion, people don't bring happiness to me. They just bring confusion. And maybe because I can feel other people's energy right away, and I can tell right away if I want to be around anyone within a 5 minute period, maybe less. And it takes a lot of energy for me when I'm feeling energy from others. It's just too much. I can't do it anymore. I want to be able to not have to go to work and be under a microscope for no good reason, just for a sport. And all the micro and macro management, I'm done. I'd rather live in my car than to have to struggle going to work, wasting money on gas. I'm just going to stop there. I'm very discouraged about life. Maybe that's why I have anxiety and depression, because all of my life, all of my adult life especially, one thing after another people have let me down. And I know people say, oh, you can't expect perfection from people. And I know I never said perfection. I would just want to be treated equally, but there's no such thing as equal. As equal, there is no such thing as equal pay, equal treatment. If you're a person of color, you know what I'm talking about. I just want to be quiet and go away. I just want to go away for the next the last 20 years of my life. I'm 50, so I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just being honest. And the reason why I'm talking to you guys about this, people that I don't even know, I talk about these things with an important person in my life, in my family. And in my opinion, I think they are tired of hearing how much I hate living. And so I decided instead of turning it on to them, to turning it on to online, keeping it simple, plain, but not saying anything derogatory towards anyone or anything. This is all my opinion. So yeah, all of my life, I mean, we've all had this. I'm not special. I'm just, my body is willing to continue living, but my mind is like, no, we ain't. And most of the time, I don't fight it. Today, I don't have to be anywhere, rushing around or anything. I'm off today. Well, I'll be off a little while because I got hurt. So I'll be off for a while. And I am so enjoying this time. I'm so much happier. I'm so much calmer. In my opinion, okay, people keep saying, "Oh, we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of whatever. You know, you can make your own decision, you can be who you want, whatever." But how can you when everything has gotten so expensive? You can't even go out to eat and feel good about it because you're spending an arm and a leg or two or three when it used to be an arm years, maybe 5, 10 years back. It was more fun going out than it is today. I don't even, if I step in a store to go just to get basic stuff, at, let's say Target, I love you, Target. I love Target. I spend an easy $100 every time, and I go several times in a month. And I'm wondering, how is it that how are people with families dealing with this? I don't know how you do it. When I get into my quiet modes, you're going to hear some silence because that's what I do naturally. I like to think about something before I say it, but I'm trying not to be too quiet for too long because that's really boring when you're watching someone and they're not saying anything. But today I have my champagne and just a second. Just a second. I need this to calm me down so that I want to talk a little longer. How are you guys doing today? Yes, so I don't talk about myself, and so it's hard for me to describe who I am. I'm a human being that I don't, okay, I'm an introvert to start there. And I suffer from anxiety and depression on a daily basis. Do I like living? No, I don't like living. It's been this way for a long time, since my early 20s. I don't trust people. Actually, I never have. Even as a child, I've always had this way of knowing that I don't like dealing with people. But now I know what it is. I've known for 30 years. Now I know. Because I'm an introverted person and I enjoy my own company. Do you guys know anyone who's an introvert? And do you watch how they, they communicate with you? If you don't see them for several days, do you kind of wonder, well, why did they talk to me today and then the next day they act like they didn't even know my name? Well, not with family, but with people that I don't know or have no reason to be around. I don't try to remember names except those who have made it a difference in my life. Like, for instance, I watch a lot of YouTube channels that I love, like Shira7. Oh my God, I love you, Shira. And D Taylor, we call it Mother. It's Mother. Hi, I got your message and I wanted to say, yes, thank you. And yes, I am. I'm trying to do this for the next 2 weeks on the daily because I want to get used to being on here. And I know that I'm ranting because I don't have any one particular thing, just whatever comes to my mind at the time. But yes, I appreciate you, D Taylor. I've been watching you I've been watching you like behind, what do you say, behind the bushes? But I have been watching you. And I want to thank you and Shira for helping me be a better person. Now, on to the next. So, as I was saying, as an introverted person, the last thing you want to hear is someone saying, snap out of it. Please don't do that. Please don't tell an introvert ever to snap out of it. Not if you want to make it a permanent recluse from them. We don't care. We don't care. We talk to you the next day. We don't care. Let me speak for myself. I don't care. I don't know if it's because I'm a Capricorn as well. And the traits that you hear about Capricorns, very stubborn, hardworking, especially if I'm focused on wanting something, I'll go after it, like really go after it. But whatever you've heard about Capricorns, and you can look it up yourself, and I look it up a lot listening to what other people talk about, is very true. And I've met people that have this very similar attributes as I. And it's just too bad. I wish that this world was more of introverts than extrovert. Because in my opinion, talking is like, well, we all have our own opinion, but I think talking is overrated. As I understand it, and I know I'm jumping around, but has to do with what I have to say. I read Dolores Cannon books. I watch her videos over and over and over again. And the books are, I mean, the information is so thick and so real. I can't even handle it. I have to put it down. And maybe I'll come back to it next week. Or I will, or I would, yeah, or I just go watch videos of her over and over again because I'm learning a lot from her. And I watch a lot of near-death experience. So as I understand it, when it comes to talking, we won't be talking like this. And I'm so glad I won't be using my mouth to talk. Ugh. We will be, it will be like we will be talking without moving our mouth. There's a name for that. I'm just trying to remember. It'll come back to me, but I find that very fascinating. And so, yeah, I mean, these are the things I would be talking to with that person I was telling you about, who I think is probably tired of hearing me complain, because because they are more of the positive. I always see the cup half empty. I just think that it would be great for me. Oh, thank you all. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, I gotta read. I need my glasses so I can read. But yeah, I just, ooh, oh my God. Okay, Fabi, and Fabi Nushultro. I'm so sorry. I'll just call you Fabi. You say, I don't love Trump, but I love the fact that he wasn't into war stuff. Amen. I like that. Sean, be nice. Sean, Sean, and David. Thank you so much. I'm a dream so far. Actually, in all actuality, anyone that spends a significant amount of time with me finds me disagreeable. Being an introvert and a Capricorn mixed in, like I have like two very difficult people to understand, and people that are Capricorns, we are our own. We're not followers. We like to do things ourselves and get things done ourselves. Unless we absolutely cannot do it, then of course, But we are very self reliant, family oriented. I think I have a double trifecta of a hard person to get along with. And the only reason why I say that is I don't cause trouble for anyone. I hardly talk to anyone, so that's not even possible. I love to be alone. Whenever I'm around people, I have to limit it to, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or less, depending on who they are. Just depends. So many things depends. But I don't waste any time. The moment I feel uncomfort, I'm out. I'm gone. People may think, oh, well, we were just in the middle of conversation, and then everybody's talking about something else, and I'm going. I'm already down the street, and like, where does she go? Why is she go? I do my own thing. I think it's okay. It's okay. Now, I'm living with anxiety and depression on the daily basis. That means it's like your body is willing, but your mind is saying, no, we ain't. It's like my desire for life anymore is like nothing, it's zero. Sure, I enjoy watching, certain movies and books that I like to read, and the basic stuff, going for a bike ride, etc., going to the beach, etc., drinking champagne, etc. I don't have a lot to say. It's very difficult for me to continue this conversation right now. But I'll say this. As I was saying before, and the unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates says that. Shout out to Socrates. Socrates, the unexamined life, that's something, isn't it? What do you think about that? What does that mean to you? I think maybe sometimes people not knowing that much about yourself kind of like gives you an excuse to do what you shouldn't do but you do anyway. Jesus. My knee. I just had surgery 7 weeks ago. My arm is getting better. My humerus broke as well. There is no amount of, there's nothing I can describe the pain of both of those together that I have experienced over the past 7 weeks. The first 3 weeks, 4 weeks were the worst, but I'm still feeling the pain throughout the day, etc. There's no, I don't have a name for it. I mean, having to get up, when your body, it's time for you to use the restroom in the middle of the night or morning, whatever, and trying to get up out of bed. I mean, I didn't have anything to grasp onto really to help me get up. I was just using my abdominals to help get me up to go to the restroom, and I could have fainted every time. The pain was so horrendous. It just made my face shiver, quiver. It's that much pain. Yeah, I was on medication. That was good, but after the first time I used the hard stuff that they gave me for pain, I didn't go back to it. I stuck with Tylenol, so all I'm doing now is Tylenol 650 or Motrin 650. That does it for me. That works beautifully. And of course, my champagne, and this is a part of my life from here on out. I'm just reading what you guys are saying. Oh my God, people are actually showing up for me today. So yeah, I'm really forcing myself, guys. I'm really forcing myself to get on here for at least 30 minutes to an hour a day so that I can use YouTube as my backup, the extra job on the side, something that I like to do. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to work from home too. So, wow, everybody's showing up. Wow, what's going on? Oh my God. Wow. I wish I can have a smoke session with Snoop Doggy Dogg. I would love that. That was great. That would be great. And same thing with, hot boxing with the fighter. What's his name? The fighter who just fought with this young man. I'm so horrible with names, but I know his name. Anyway, he's a boxer, right? He, so I guess most of the United States or America or wherever you live was able to go on pay-per-view or something to watch him fight this young man. And you know what? I no, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for something that's, in my opinion, that is already, I don't want to use the word rigged, but just the few clips that I saw, it's like, I know he could do better than that. And that was just a clip. That was just a clip. Yes, Mike Tyson. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mike Tyson, exactly. I would love to hot box it with, let me see. So, in a car full of, let's say a total of 8 of us, it would be me, I would love to hotbox it with Mike Tyson, Cher, Madonna, and Rihanna. And there was maybe one more. Those are the people I would love to hotbox with. You guys, if you, I don't know if you paid for to watch that, but it kind of reminded me of the Holyfield when he was with Holyfield. Like, was that 6 months ago? They were, to me, it just looked like they were just playing. That's just my opinion. They were both great fighters. It looked like they were both just like holding back or something. People can see that. You don't think we can see? We have eyes. You'll always be the best, Mike Tyson. No matter who you fight with in the future, if you fight again, I don't think you should. You have nothing else to prove. You've done it. You've been there and done that. Now you're living a good life. So yeah, so basically the main reason why I was on here, and I'm gonna get off because it's getting too long. Life, the unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates said that. Okay? It seems like the more I think about my life, the more I get to know myself. I was going to say something. I'm sorry, I have to watch my mouth. How can I say this? The more I examine myself, the more I like myself. I'll just leave it at that. The more I like myself. In my opinion, I think that is true. The person who does not examine their life is not worth living. You know, it's like, what do you stand for? It's like, what do you stand for? A person that stands for everything and just to get along, go along to get along, you have not examined your life, and you care too much about what people think. I decided to put a little eyeliner on. I don't really wear makeup. I don't feel I need it. Ran out of lipstick because I don't wear makeup that much, so I just had some lip gloss, but that's off. I don't like putting anything on my face that makes it feel like it's a mask, you know? I'm just used to wearing my face like this most of the time. My golden time of day. My golden time of day is the day I never have to work anymore, that I can stay home and think about what else I like to do, have the time to think, be able to sit down and think and write it down. The day that we don't have to pay for food anymore. The day that everyone is housed and everybody plays what they can, if they can. But being alive does not require you to have to. I wish it was this way. It doesn't require you to have to pay to live. Maybe that's another main thing I don't like about living is I don't find throwing money to things that I need, but it's like everything is so expensive now. I use even less of what I need. I don't believe we as humans should be. We should not be buying food. It should be free. You know, everybody has to, take only what they need. That's it, once a week or whatever. And I believe, except for rich people, I believe, in my opinion, that we would have more people, the people that make less than $250,000 a year, Everybody gets a check of whatever it is to help with your life. You know, no more than 1,000. Let's say 500 to 1,000 a month just to help. Everybody would at least have money for food. So yeah, I really don't believe, I don't like this planet. I don't like this planet. As I understand it, this is the only planet that you have to work to live. I mean, on the other side, wherever we're going to be, whatever our jobs are going, we're all going to have stuff to do, but it's what we like to do. And it's not like here on Earth where you have to pay to live. It's not. Why would anyone want to stay here on Earth when we have to suffer for power? I mean, 75, 80 years. But on the other hand, I can't speak for those who love life. I don't love life. I don't like life, but those who do, God bless you. I pray for you to do all the work. Anyway, I'm starting to just babble. But anyway, I'm going to try again tomorrow. I may jump on in a couple of hours. I don't know. I'm just trying this out just to see if I can actually do this on a full-time basis. I want to thank you, Trump, for service. I love you. Thank you for making America great again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.